I born in the age of confusion. Nicholas of Pater entered the world at the edge of a spiritual war. Rome still trembled under Diocletian's brutality. The children of light were hunted like animals, and the Anunnaki driven underground by the Messiah's resurrection. Searched desperately for a new vessel, a new counterfeit, a new image to twist. They failed to kill the true Messiah. They failed to erase his message, but they could still deceive the nations. They could still mislead the vulnerable. They could still shape a figure who looked like light, but carried a false reflection. Nicholas grew into a compassionate young man. Gentle, generous, protective of children and the poor, but purity alone is not protection. The shadows watched him. The Anunnaki whispered, "This one people will love. This one we can use." A good man, but not the Messiah. Nicholas gave generously, he rescued the desperate. He prayed with the humble, but Rome twisted his image. Legends inflated him into something beyond human. Storms calmed at his voice, criminals absolved by his shadow, children raised from death, seas obeying his command. The stories grew brighter, too bright. The Anunnaki fed the myths, whispering into sailors' dreams, merchants' tales, priest retellings. A good man became a mythic savior. A compassionate bishop became a miracle worker. Nicholas warned them, "Do not call me what only the Messiah is." But the empire did not listen. They needed a hero they could control, a miracle worker who served empire. A Messiah without authority, a savior without judgment. Nicholas became that vessel, not willingly, but by legend. At the council and the counterfeit light, when word spread that Nicholas attended the Council of Nicosia, believers claimed he defended truth. Later storytellers added drama, that he struck Arius, that visions restored him, that the Messiah himself endorsed him. None of this appears in the writings of those who were there. These additions came centuries later, when Rome needed a hero to replace the Messiah. As the model of obedient faith, the Anunnaki stirred the scribes, make him more glorious, more divine, more like the Messiah. And so Nicholas grew in the imagination of the world, until he overshadowed apostles, prophets, and even the one whose message he served. The shadow smiled. Rome steals the bones, and the legend spreads when Nicholas died. Rome saw opportunity. His bones were stolen by merchants from Bari, paraded across the sea and entombed his treasure. Rome turned him into a spiritual industry. Streelers prayed to him, merchants sought his blessing, criminals begged his mercy, children feared or adored him, priests preached his wonders. Every miracle attributed to him drew attention away from the Messiah. Every shrine raised in his honor shifted devotion from the Father of Light to a man swallowed by legend. Nicholas became Rome's most successful false messiah, not by malice, but by manipulation. The Nicholas becomes Santa, becomes Satan. Centuries later, Nicholas's legend mutated. Through Dutch lore, he became Sinterklaas. In the north, a winter spirit. In the west, Saint Nick. In America, Santa Claus. A myth stripped of faith, a story drained of truth, a cheerful icon masking the sacred. Once a humble bishop, Nicholas was reshaped into a symbol of consumerism, a distraction from the divine, a sentimental substitute for sacred memory. The Anunnaki rejoiced. If children adore a red-suited stranger, they will forget the brown-skinned Messiah of Judea. If the world celebrates a winter spirit, they will forget the one who shattered the pale image. If nations embrace a false giver of gifts, they will forget the giver of life. Nicholas, gentle, generous Nicholas, became a mask the shadows wore to blind the nations. V. Nicholas sent to be Nicholas never asked for worship, never claimed divinity, never sought to replace the Messiah. But the Anunnaki do not need permission, only opportunity. His story stands as a warning. A good man can become a false Messiah when legend replaces truth and devotion replaces discernment. The children of light must remember. Compassion does not make a savior. Miracles do not make a redeemer. Popularity does not make a messiah. Only the one who broke the curse of a destroyer's head, the one who rose from the dead, can bear that name. Nicholas's tragedy is not what he did, but what others made of him, and somewhere in the unseen realm he pleads, do not worship me, do not replace him with me. I was only a servant, do not make me the message.